Welcome to day 51 of my 365 days of crafting. Today I'm going to show you how to turn this cardigan that I bought at the thrift store into this cardigan. So I bought this plain vintage cardigan at the thrift store. I paid about $2 for it. And the fastest way to change up the look of a cardigan or a clothing item is to change out the buttons. And I changed out the buttons with these black buttons. And then what I did is I used my video to make the crocheted flowers that I felted. And then I made this ruffle that I felted to add to the cardigan. So the first thing I'm going to do is to remove the buttons from the cardigan. And this is pretty easy. You can usually just use a scissor or a seam ripper and just go ahead and cut the string and pull the buttons off. Go ahead and save these buttons because you never know when you might want to use them for another project. So once I get all the buttons off, I'm going to go ahead and sew these buttons in their place. So I've switched out the buttons, and it literally took me about a half an hour to remove the old buttons and to sew on the new buttons. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew on my ruffle around the neckline. And then once I've stitched on the ruffle, I went ahead and I stitched on the two flowers, the lavender one and the black one, and then I used one of the pearl buttons that I took off of the front of the sweater when I started for the middle of that to tie it all in.